Glossy-lipped, perfectly coiffed and lightly tanned, Tess Daly looks like she's just stepped out from her Instagram grid. The Strictly presenter is fresh off the plane from Dubai, and living her usual jet-setting A-lister lifestyle. Right? Well, not exactly. "I hadn't been out of the country since August 2020, Tess laughs. "I don't even like flying. It's the turbulence that gets me." It was a shoot for her Naya Beach swimwear brand rather than a five-star holiday that prized Tess away from her cozy life in Buckinghamshire, leaving behind husband Vernon Kay and their two girls, Phoebe, 17, and Amber, 12. A wrench, of course, but did it also serve up a secretly enjoyable slice of me-time for the busy mum? Obviously, not having to worry about stacking the dishwasher was lovely, she concedes. "But I just really missed my family. I was that sad mum looking around thinking, oh, they would love this. Now I'm planning for us to all go away together because I just missed that family holiday feeling." In between browsing holiday brochures, Tess is busy being a passionate well-being ambassador, both for Well Woman vitamins and her life in general. She's currently absorbed in an amazing book called Breath to help find her zen, and she considers a solo car drive a waste without something educational on her Audible. "I'm really into trying to better myself and my health through knowledge," she says. It shows too, although she's sweetly humble when we mention she's looking better than ever at 52. "That is incredibly generous, but without the benefit of all this hair and makeup attention you may not be as complimentary," she smiles. "Nonsense, Tess. We'll have whatever you're having." "Hi Tess. First, we need your tips on bikini body confidence. If in doubt, wear a kaftan. It's quite a shock actually, being on a beach when you've been in layers 4 deep since October, and then basically, you're in your underwear for the whole world to see. My friend and I are designing swimwear for ourselves as well, because there are certain things you want to hide or enhance. I definitely want to suck in around the waist a little bit. I want to have a nice lunch on holiday, and not worry about a belly hanging out afterwards, so we built in a bit of control. I'll take a helping hand where I can get it. Are you pleased to see so many positive body images of women over 50? Yes, I think it's brilliant. Who says you can't wear a bikini once you hit 50? Amanda Holden looks incredible, and Davina is just amazing. No sucking in required for those two. Do you feel like this is a great time to be in your 50s? Yes, definitely. I'm very happy about where I am in my life. I feel comfortable in my own skin and I'm grateful for a strong body that's got me this far. It's great that women in this life stage are being represented more too. I'm watching and just like that, and it's just wonderful to see women in their 50s portrayed on television because for so long it's been an invisible generation. Do you feel more resilient to criticism now? Honestly, hand on heart, I don't buy into that negative stuff because why would I? There are always people poised to criticize, so there's no point in me caring. If I was so concerned with what everybody else thought, I'd never even leave the house. We've all just done that for 2 years, and it's not fun. So trying to please those people is not a concern of mine. It's just noise, but now I honestly don't even hear it. I have more important things in my life, like my loved ones. What do you do to look after your health? Nutrition is always a big thing for me. I snack a lot and I need to have chocolate every day, it makes me happy. But aside from that, I'm good. I enjoy cooking and consuming nutritious foods. Nurturing my gut is part of my well-being ethos, it's where the happy hormones are made. I take Well Woman vitamin gummies because they're like sweets that aren't naughty, and they're another tick in the box for looking after myself. I need to be strong and healthy to be present for my family. What's your exercise regime? I do a bit of yoga online, and I work out 2 or 3 times a week with my trainer. The rest of the time I'm just working or running around after the kids. Your eldest will be 18 soon, how do you feel about that? It blows my mind because I was pregnant with her on Series 1 of Strictly. I scroll through my phone gallery, and not so long ago I was dressing them in little leggings and matching t-shirts. Now she's a young adult. It all happens in a heartbeat, and that's why I treasure every moment. It's why I'm quite fanatical about being around for my kids as much as I can, because it'll be over before I know it, and then they'll be off having their own lives. Does Phoebe remind you of yourself at that age? She's very independent. The other day I told her she was far too young to go traveling, and she said, but when you were 17 you were traveling alone, when Tess left home to model. Well, that told me. No wonder my mum was so worried. Your brain isn't wired for perils when you're 17. Now I have to put myself in those shoes, and I just think help. Safe to say you're not looking forward to her flying the nest? I don't really want her to go, no. It really is the hardest thing about parenting for me. I can't imagine her not being at home. It's a whole new terrain to negotiate, but it's part of life's journey. I'm terrified, but I'm also excited for her. It's just wonderful to see our girls mature and grow. I love seeing them become like their own people. I'm proud of who they are and who they will become. What's the parenting dynamic with you and Vernon? I'm mum cabs, that's my main role in life. Vernon is brilliant with the girls. He is very into getting them outdoors. He'll take them on bike rides or go up into the woods and make a rope swing. He's a really fun dad. It works well between us. He said recently that you are the boss of the house. Would you agree? Well, would the boss ever admit that? Laughs. Well, I guess I run the children's schedules and the meals. So am I the boss? Probably. Laughs. What do you like to do together as a couple? We love to go on little adventures together. We might end up by the coast or on a picnic. We'll have our friends round or go for Sunday lunch. Our life isn't that glamorous. You're a very cuddly couple on Instagram. Do you make your kids cringe? Oh yeah. If he kisses me in the kitchen, the 12-year-old goes up gross. She's at that point, but she's smiling behind the horror. Laughs. What do you do to relax? Oh, I rarely relax. Usually at about 10 o'clock I'll shout to no one in particular, I'm just sitting down for the first time today. When I want to relax, I'll run a deep bath and light a lavender candle to try to make me sleepy. I have trouble switching off at night. It takes me quite a while to stop ticking off the to-do list from today and then working out the one for tomorrow. I'm eternally trying to meditate, but it's hard though to sit quietly because something will pop into my head that demands my attention. It sounds like your brain never stops buzzing. As humans we're always thinking how to solve the next problem, so it's difficult to stay in the moment, and that's where the joy is. That's why I love doing live TV, because it demands that you are fully present in that moment. Very little else in life does that. it really is my happy place. And Strictly is definitely a shared joy for us all. It's genuine, that's why the public engage with it, and I think it's quite special for that reason. The last series was wonderful, it felt new and fresh all over again. I'd never felt anything like Rose's silent dance, it was so moving. Has the thought of leaving ever entered your mind? I've never thought that. I think I absolutely bloody love this. I can't imagine being anywhere else. This will be the 18th year, and I'm still so passionate about it. I love the realness of it, not knowing what's going to happen next. Are you in touch with Claudia much? Yeah, all the time. We meet for coffee, or maybe cocktails and chips in the evening. She's brilliant. I love her to bits. We meet in town for lunch and no one bats an eyelid. Away from the telly, I walk around happily blending in, everyone totally oblivious. What do you and Claudia talk about when you get together? Lots of Strictly gossip. Mostly our kids actually. Kids, food, travel. And houses, we're both obsessed with doing up our houses. But in a nutshell, it's kids, cheese and shoes. We have a lot of shared passions. Dan Walker showed that lanky dad dancers can shine on Strictly. Could Vernon take up that baton? Wasn't Dan brilliant? We never saw that coming. And he's an inch taller than Vern. I have to say, when I first met Vernon, I was quite impressed by his dancing skills. As of late, it's mostly been at home, doing the kitchen disco, but who knows? I mean, he loves the show so much, and he's had years of practice from watching it with the girls while I've been in the studio. But dancing in it? You'd definitely have to ask him. Tess Daly is the ambassador for Vitabiotics Well Woman and takes Well Woman multivitamin gummies, £15.